Section 1, Introduction to Microsoft Excel. In this section, we will understand the concept of cells and how cells play an important role in creating formulas.
The rows are in numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the columns are in alphabet A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So that means all the columns in Excel are alphabets and all the rows are numbers. That's the first thing to understand in Excel. Now, what happens is that generally when you go to a class or when you go to learn something, they just straight away make you jump into an entire problem or an entire question, which will have 100 other things involved in them. But the most important thing is understanding the base, the foundation. So some people over here must be obviously having some knowledge of Excel, and some may not. But I'm still going from ground zero. It would be a revision for people who know how to use Excel. So I'm going from ground zero. I'm making your foundation very strong, because till the foundation is not strong, however tall your building can be made, it's not going to hold for too long, right? Similarly over here, till your Excel foundation is not strong, learning about Excel does not make sense. In case of Excel, the software, the word Excel has got derived from a very simple concept, which is called the cells. C-E-L-L-S, cells. That means Excel is all about cells. That's why the word has got CEL inside it. Now, what I mean by that is this. So when I'm supposed to add two numbers, 20, 30. I want to add these two numbers, 20 and 30. So logically, what would you do? You would say, okay, 20 and 30, chalo, 20 plus 30, 50, answer aa gaya. That's what you would normally apply over here. Same way I will do, equals to 20 plus 30. I'll get my answer 50. What I've done is not wrong. 20 plus 30 is 50, correct? But when you're working in a software like Excel, the whole concept changes. What I mean by that is very simple. Today, if my 20 would become 40, will I still get the answer? No. I am not getting the answer. As soon as 20 becomes 40, I am stuck at my old number. 20 plus 30 is 50. So the concept of adding was not wrong. What I did earlier, 20 plus 30 is 50 is correct. But the concept of making it an automatic system is wrong. I cannot be adding 20 plus 30 and expecting the software to automatically keep calculating for me. So making it an automatic system or to automate my calculations, this is what I would type. A1 plus B1. I would get the answer as 7. Tomorrow, if my 40 would become 20, my answer would become 50. Now, what is this A1 plus B1? Like I told you, Excel is about cells. Every single box on your sheet, these boxes which you're seeing, I'm just randomly clicking. Every single box has got a name. The name appears over here, H12, J6, C15, G2, A6. Every single cell has got a name. These are names which are defined by Excel, not by me or by you. It's defined by Excel. These are the most important aspect of Excel. More than anything else, you have to first understand these cells. Okay. So I come over here and place my cursor. It shows me A1, this is B1, and this is C1. So my addition was A1 plus B1. That means whatever value or whatever number I put in A1, that number will get added to a number which is in B1. That's why my formula is A1 plus B1. Whatever number I put here, 2 I'll put, 4 or 5 I'll put. See, this is changing because it is not looking at 5 or 2. It is looking at A1 and B. Now you know what is a cell name and what does a cell does. What does a cell do for you, correct? It helps you to add two numbers, subtract two numbers, divide two numbers. So it's very simple. Today, if I want to divide K11 by E20, instead of putting a plus sign over here, all I will do is I will put a slash. Slash stands for division. And when I press enter, वाह, हो गया काम. K11, 20 divide हो गया. Tomorrow I want to subtract K11 from E20. All I'm going to do is remove this and put a minus sign. Enter. ये आ गया result 34 minus 20. Tomorrow if I want to multiply K11 with E20, I'm going to remove the minus and going to put an asterisk sign. Asterisk stands for multiplication. ये हो गया मेरा multiplication. Yes? Yeah? So it's a game of symbols. My K11 and E20 has stayed the same throughout. Only what is in between of them is what I've been changing. I've been changing my symbols. Plus or minus or multiplication or division. All the 4 different operators I used to get me a result. Now I'm coming to the next concept. So I have got name, price, quantity, total price. And I want, obviously I'm going to have more products with different prices, with different quantities. And I want this total price to get applied automatically to all my questions, whichever I am putting on the sheet. Product B, price 25, quantity 5. I want the total price to automatically get calculated. So instead of typing again, all I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the handle. This is called the handle.
And take it down.
Okay, this small little black dot over here. It's called the autofill handle. With a plus, a black color plus. When I move my mouse closer to it, it becomes like a black plus. I drag it down all the way and my formula is getting applied. Now my formula has got applied.
Yeah.
Now, as I keep adding prices and quantities, my formula will keep working. Move a little further now. So this is how you type your data and you get answers and you get formulas. Now, when I'm talking about formulas with you all, when I talk about formulas in Excel, the word sounds very heavy, formulas, functions, you know, but in reality, it is not. And I'll show you how. I'm going to simplify right now formulas for you. All right. I'm going to make it very simple for you all to understand. Okay. So let's look at how are these formulas and what are these formulas. Okay. So I'm getting out of this for now. And let's understand what we mean by formulas and how do these formulas work. All right. So I have two numbers, 20 and 15. And I want to add 20 with 15. So I just now taught you something equals to A1 plus B1. This is what I taught you just now. कि भाई हाँ भाई A1 है, B1 है, उसको ऐड किया, आंसर आ गया. ठीक है, ये wrong नहीं है. But if I was looking at something beyond just two numbers, then I'm telling you to add up, okay, numbers. All right. Then imagine you would have to type like this: A1 plus B1 plus C1 plus D1 plus E1 plus F1. That means I have added A1, B1, C1, D1, E1, F1. That's how I've got this total 248. So much of typing, isn't it? So what Excel said, I will come up with something known as functions. I don't want people to work so hard. I want to make it easy for them. So he came up with a concept known as functions. Okay. See how I'm relating your formula to your normal English language. Same language I'm using here, sum. Sum what? That's the next question you'll ask me. अरे sum तो बोला अविनाश, but sum करना क्या है? हमको add क्या करना है? अच्छा, ये add करना है 20, 15, 34, 65, 87, 27. We have to add these numbers, right? I'll say, yeah, we have to add these numbers. अच्छा, ठीक है. अच्छा, where is 20? अच्छा, 20 is in a cell. What's the name? A1. Okay. 15 is in B1. Okay. So that means I know that they are in some cells and each cell has got a name. So I will put an opening bracket because I want to start adding the numbers. And I will tell myself which is the first number I need to add. 20. Where is 20? In A1. So I'll say, okay, A1. That's the first cell which I need to add. Correct? Now, next question. What's the last cell which is going to end with? So I'll say, okay, I'll put 2 dots. I'll put colon. And I'll say F1. My starting is A1. My ending is F1. That means I've started with A1, ended with F1. I'm going to close bracket. Because मेरा हो गया. Starting and ending point achieve हो गया. I closed my bracket. And I'm going to press enter. Yes, I get the answer. And that's what we have achieved right now. So what I mean by that is very simple. Tomorrow, if D1 did not have anything written in it, my formula would still not change. It is still A1 to F1, but the value has become 183 because D1 is empty. Putting up a set of values and putting it inside one function of Excel known as sum. A1 to F1 sum. Now I'm moving one step further to make it a little more interesting. Every formula has got components or what we call elements. Elements of a formula, if you understand now, never mug up a formula. First principle. If you notice the way I'm teaching you, I'm not making you mug up any formula. I'm making you understand how a formula works. So you need to understand what are the components of a formula. Every formula, first principle starts with an equal to sign. Whether you like it or not, you have to put an equal to. Okay? First principle. Second principle, every formula will have a name. Sum for addition. Average to calculate the average of set of numbers. Min to calculate the smallest number. Max to calculate the biggest number. Count to calculate how many of them are there. So every function has got a name. Again, you don't have to remember them because they are very simple names. They're not complicated names. Provided you can relate to it to your day-to-day life. That means to your day-to-day activity. Like I related the sum. Sum I related because I said अरे हम लोग इंग्लिश में भी sum बोलते हैं ना numbers को add करने के लिए. Same way, अगर मुझे I want to know which is the lowest value from A1 to F1. I want to know which cell has got the lowest value. To achieve that, this is all I will do. MIN, min. Why min? Min stands for minimum. In English, minimum ka short form min. So I put min over there. Correct? Now I'm going to press a enter. ये देखो आ गया मेरा minimum value. From A1 to F1, the smallest value is 15. Tomorrow, suddenly in D1, if I got a number which was 5, automatically my answer should be 5. देखो हो गया 5. By using a simple formula, min A1 to F1, I could get you the smallest value. Sum, I could get an addition. Average. So let's say I want an average. See, all I'm doing is this. All I'm doing is just changing the names. Average. ये आ गया मेरा average. This is the average of numbers between A1 to F1. Okay. Now I'm coming to the third aspect of the formula, which is this. Again, very interesting aspect. A1 to F1 in brackets. This is what we call as range. A range of cells is nothing but a sequence of cells in a continuous order. This is continuous. A1 to F1 is continuous, isn't it? That's what I have defined over here. Third component of a formula is whatever you put in the bracket. And whatever you put in the bracket is what's going to get added, subtracted, calculated of average, everything inside this range. I'll give you a simple example. I'm putting this back into sum and I'm showing you something. All right. So I had put a range A1 to F1, correct? Right? That means A1 to F1, you add up whatever you have to add up. Now I'm coming to something very interesting. I have a number over here. I have a number over here. I have a number over here. I have random numbers on my page. So this is B10. This is H17. This is L14. Watch now. In the bracket, I'm putting A1, comma, B1, comma, B10, comma. Okay, or let's say I keep it only this much and I close my bracket. Now, what have I defined my range as? A1, B1, and B10. So I've taken only 3 cells from the sheet. Correct? If I feel like adding, I can go on adding it. So I've got even H17. So H17. And I've also got L14. L. All right. I'll press enter. This is now giving me a total of A1, B1, B10, H17, and L14. See how simple it is to get a total of numbers randomly placed on your page.